with eyes fixed on the 5 red lights. We'll be racing, but not quite yet. Now we are, and the final race of the year gets underway with a very good start for Jonas Ried, and in fact the two behind are going to be side by side as they arrive at Primera corner, with Kuba Śmiechowski just about getting the shout over Jamie Chadwick. The rest of them flood their way through the first sequence of 3 corners that are in quick succession here. La Gauche corner, where the drone is right above, and then this tricky left-hand kink that leads them onto the back straight. Everyone through in LMP2 Pro-Am and P3 for that matter as well. Giorgio Roda's held on to his lead in LMP2 Pro-Am, it would appear.
Further progress for Alex Quinn. He's now ahead of Paul Fargue, the last runner in the LMP2 class.
Staying ahead of the Porsche, and Konrad Lausen from the back of the field is about to get his elbows out as well. Remember, Lausen, the quickest driver in car 51, and he therefore had to go into that car from the start, and it's not a surprise to see him hustling those places for 4th and 5th.
No, he's making his way up the order as of two of course we said is Alex Quinn. So pushing hard at this stage, everybody.
Here's Konrad Lausen down the inside of Celia Martin.
Side by side between M Racing and DCAR Engineering's Ginetta. Which way is this going to go? The answer is it is the Ligier, the 68 car that goes by Stefan Trebordini ahead of Antti Ramo. Here is the lead battle coming through traffic. Opportunities hit.
Absolute madness down towards Tora Vit, because this is the first time that the leading gaggle are going to have to catch traffic, and the problem is that the GT3, the LM GT3 field hasn't really had much of an opportunity.
That is side-by-side contact around the outside of the Duquesne team, number 30, and that's ripped the mirror off the number 66. Watch to the left. This is the impact between the 66 and the 57 that sent Takeshi Kimura around, and that's under investigation. Scott Noble goes up the inside of Horst Felbermayr, who's aboard the number 60 Proton competition Porsche this weekend.
Well, Felbermayr had overtaken, I think, both of these into the first corner, and then out on the exit, like you say, Scott Noble got back in front, but that was a phenomenal overtake from Horst. They had to just check to make sure it wasn't the pro in the car, number 60. Oh, way up in the air there for Celia Martin. Caught way too much curb, and the car doing a slight wheelie.
And that is the 30 car in trouble.
In the barrier.
And that is in the barrier, and that is going to require an intervention. Major lock-up to what happened there. Did he just get too deeply into the corner in traffic?
Benjamin Pedersen just cannot really explain that, throws his hands up in the air, but does acknowledge to the marshals that he feels okay at this stage.
Manuel Maldonado is stopping, might well have to be a full power reset here. So it's the 48 from BDS Panis Racing, fending off the 47. Bolot Basie got at the inside, and I think has got second place there.
So Bolot Basie, we reckon, now up to second place.
He is.
Yeah, in the 24 Nielsen racing car, and ahead of CLX's Orica. And here comes Martin Berry with the forward momentum in 4th place, but in the draft of the Aston Martin, Celia Martin looking the more likely to get back in front of Matter.
She's going to go straight away, and I think she's going to make it back again. There is a four-way shuffle that has just about worked for the number 10 car. Still in the hands of Ryan Cullen, by the way, so yeah. Ryan's in spirited form. Here's Jamie Chadwick on the charge back. She's also trying to put a move on Jonas Ried and does so. And Jonas is straight under pressure from the 43 car. Side by side this time by the Algarve Pro man up the inside of Jonas Reed. Has he got enough here to make a fight of it into turn one? I'm not sure he does. No, he does not. Jamie Chadwick watching. Oh, wow. No.
Oh, no.
That's a real shame for Tim Kresick. He was having a blinding race, and also now in the gravel.
It's Ryan Cullen. Trouble.
There's a problem for the number 12 car, which has been in the wars for most of this race. Torsten Kratz with no power.
There is the 18 car going past the 24, so we're back to a positional foot for the first time, rather, in the race.
2 IDEC cars on pit lane, so the last car
that could benefit from an intervention is the race and championship leader. In comes our race leader, number 48, so the opportunity for advantage to be drawn is ticking down right now.
Critically, though, that means 48 comes in latest, so if there is a long safety car in this stint, they might...
They're the ones who will draw most advantage. They'll also be the ones who need a shorter splash.
Exactly, right at the end of the race.
So this is looking good, is it not, for the VDS Panis Racing team. Their main contenders need to finish ahead of them. Here's James Allen looking to get up the inside. There's a big squeeze there. Vazevier, he goes around and will take that position, I think.
Yeah, we'll seal it at the top of the hill at Portimão, but not for the first time. Someone trying to hang it out around the outside through the kink at Craig Jones corner, turn 9.
It's going to be Charlie Eastwood versus Michel Gatting for the pace of these two cars at the end of this race. Who's going to get moving first? The Dames move first. Where is the Corvette? It's further back down towards the end of the pit lane, and it's going to get rolling before the Porsche gets to the end of the pit lane. This is the gap then between the two cars that came in from the lead. On board now with Louis Delatraz as he tries to get things better of it with a gaggle of GT cars coming into turn 1, but side by side with 3 of them, and wants to make sure he's seen. Yes, he'd like that win, but what he wants to do is to do it fault-free.
Car on the main straight.
That's the M Racing car.
M Racing 68.
And that car's been in contention and has led this race more than once. Has got the car back going. So what happened there? Was that just running out of go juice? By the way, this is a great battle here. It's the 86 GR Racing car of Ricky Perra under pressure from Michel Gatting and from Wayne Boyd. 2 wide already. This is going to make it 3 wide for the position, going down into turn 1, and threading the needle comes Wayne Boyd through the middle and takes both places, gets the car turned in for turn 1, keeps it on the island and takes 3rd place. What a move from Wayne Boyd.
Is it going to be undone by the Porsche trying to stick its nose down the inside? The confusing factor in all this is the LMP3 as well, which arguably the GT cars are slightly faster than in the slower speed stuff. Now the LMP3 picks up its speed down the back straight.
42 minutes to go, that one right there. That's a candidate for pass of the season, Johnny. Absolutely epic stuff from Wayne Boyd, but Michel Gatting's not giving it up. Ricky Perez had to give it up, and he's dropped back behind the 2 of them.
Is now side by side with the Aston Martin and this car that will be pitting in the next 10 minutes or so, the 86 Ferrari of Ricardo Perra. And Perra gets a bit loose up on the curb there, so the overtake is completed by Valentin Hasclot.
Clip the curb, car's back end in the air. And when it grabbed on return to planet Earth, kicked the car sideways and was lucky not to collect that car, then championship leading cars in both LMP2 Pro-Am and LMGT3. But look at this, Johnny Palmer, because this is final knockings of LMGT3 in 2025. And both these teams would really dearly like the win.
Ollie Gray almost can't look at the screen.
I can't blame him. This is a huge moment for him and his career. A huge moment. What a massive part he's played in this campaign. Massive.
So through the final few corners, the car bouncing around because Charles Lacey says, I could have gone faster, but I didn't need to go faster. They have been the team to beat in the closing stages of the 2025 season. And Esteban Masson, Ollie Gray and Charles Lacey are the 2025 European Le Mans Series champions with VDS Panis Racing.
29 car of TDS Racing coming home to win this race, but it looks as if it's going to be the 99 AO by TF car that will take the championship. Here comes Matthias Besch to take the win, but it won't be the championship. That should be going to Spike, the LMP2 Dragon. Looking to see who comes across the crest ahead in the LMGT3 stakes, because they're very close now to the end of the race. And it is TF Sport, the gap, 0.364 of a second.
They were almost neck and neck. They were side by side, one car to the pit wall, but that's Rui Andrade already celebrating with all his family. And there's the PJ Hyatt car, the 99, which was a season completed by Louis Delatraz, with Dane Cameron in that lineup as well. And Spike the Dragon, I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple of fireballs from the nostrils of that LMP2 car now to celebrate.
In LMP3, CLX Motorsport fend off a race-long challenge from Team Virage.
There's the result from today then. And that gap that was narrowing between VDS Panis Racing and Inter Europol competition, I don't think was ever a threat for Charles Lacey. He knew what he was doing, but Tom Dillman was giving it everything. Make no mistake about that. Matisse Jobert and Job van Houten together third and fourth, both for EDEX Sport. And the win in LMP2 Pro-Am going to Matthias Besch for TDS Racing and the rest of his crew in car 29. LMP3 win, another win for the season for CLX Motorsport in their championship winning campaign, number 17. And the 82 TS Sport car win a championship in style by taking their second win, the final race win of the season.
Brilliant stuff for this trio. There is the final championship standings in LMP2. Comfortable win eventually by 14 points for VDS Panis Racing from the 43 Inter Europol competition crew, and a 2-point gap, and just a 2-point gap to the number 18 EDEX Sport team. It's the top two that will take those automatic invitations to the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and all three teams have put on a great show. There's our drivers' champions, Charles Lacey, Esteban Masson and Ollie Gray, from Kubish Mikovsky, Nick Yellerly and Tom Dillman. Danny Juncadella, Jamie Chadwick and Matisse Jobert ran them awfully close. There's Charlie Eastwood, by the way, with Hiroshi Kazumi and Rui Andrade top the points in LMGT3, ahead of the 50 Ferrari crew, Custodio Toledo, Lilo Wadu and Riccardo Agostini. Great season from them. And then the Racing Spirit Le Mans Aston Martin crew. There are the winners in LMP2 Pro-Am. AO by TF by 5 points from the luckless today 20 Algarve Pro Racing crew. Dane Cameron, Louis Delatraz and PJ Hyatt beat off the challenge of Chrysler and Tudis with Alex Quinn and Ollie Caldwell. It is the winners today that finished third, just 6 points off that second place.
So tremendous effort from CLX Motorsport ahead of Team Virage. With their second place today, they finished second in the championship, only 3 ahead of Inter Europol competition. It was going well for the 88 car before that spin for Tim Kresick that arguably wasn't his fault. M Racing in fourth place. But Adrian Clomenil, Paul Lancher and Theo Jensen are the drivers' title winners ahead of Daniel Nogales, Rick Kern and Doe de Decker.
No, Doe de Decker third with Reece Gold and with Tim Kresick. Switcheroo in the team for the Virage guys.
Yes.
But what a season from the CLX Motorsport trio.